Good afternoon, empaths. It's I, Adisa, the Alpha Empath, and I am here today to piss y'all all the way off. I want to say thank you to all of the members of this beautiful tribe, this beautiful family, all the empaths that have gravitated to my call, to me sending out my call saying, hey, I want my family to come and be with me. I want to thank you guys for making me feel like I'm not alone in this world. As an empath, dealing with family can sometimes be extremely difficult. It really, really is. And I wanted to share with you guys today the lessons that empaths need to learn from narcissists. See, everything in this universe has a reason and a rhyme. Everything does. And the things that we attract into our lives are sent to teach us a lesson. So today I'm going to be talking about dark, chaotic, feminine energy. I just came back from my November Healers boot camp. I absolutely love doing my boot camps. I absolutely love being a spiritual surgeon. I love being a spiritual advisor. I love being a life coach. I love what I do. Absolutely love it. But in order for you to live your heart's desires, you have to become a God. You do. And empaths tend to do very well with the G part, which is generate. They tend to do very well with the O part, which is operate. Well, sometimes they'll do well, not all the time. But that D part, which is destroy, they do not do well with. They do not do well with becoming a destroyer. They do not do well with unleashing the beast. They do not do well with showing people rage and anger. They tend to be, oh, let's just be love and light. And let me tell you something, this is bullshit. It is absolutely bullshit. And if you are vibing with me, I'm hoping that you can see what I'm saying because you may not see what I'm saying, okay? But let me give you some examples. I was teaching a class called The Purpose of the Dark Shadow Feminine. I'm not going to teach you guys that class today because you're not part of my life coaching certification program, but I'm going to show you something, okay? Because people like to judge the chaos. They like to judge the creation, but they never want to ask themselves the question, what seed created this chaos? Nobody ever wants to ask themselves that. What was the seed that created this manifestation? Because if you get to the seed, you get to the core problem. You get to the core problem. Let me show you guys something. Let me share my screen with you real quickly here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm hoping you can see what I have up here. You have some of my favorite villains on this slideshow. We have Cruella. Now, when Disney first portrayed Cruella, she was the villain. Nothing that she did, it was all wrong, and she was just mistreating people for no apparent reason. No apparent reason at all. She's a narcissist. She's evil. She needs to be destroyed. But when Disney remade the story and showed it from her perspective, which is the new Cruella movie, it shows that this girl came from darkness. She came from darkness. She had been lied to her entire life. She never fit in with her people because she wasn't amongst her people. Her mother, she had been born from a narcissist, but she had loved her, fake mother or something like that. But when we get to see Cruella from this standpoint, then we begin to understand why she was created. She was the next evolution and actually an upgraded evolution of her biological mother. Cruella, this version of Cruella, actually really did care about her family, which was those two little people that she was with, but she actually did care about them. And then here we have Ursula, another. In the movie Little Mermaid, Ursula is narcissistic. She is evil. She snatches the voices of innocent people. She is a wicked witch. But when people talk about Ursula's origin story, in order to understand why you need to release dark feminine energy, you have to go back to the origin story, okay? And Ursula's origin story is simple. Here she was, she has a brother, Ariel's daddy, named Triton. Triton doesn't want to share his power with his feminine counterpart, which is his sister, as queen of the sea. So he tries to murder her. He tries to kill her. And he tosses her out to the sea to die and to drown. She is then raised by a fisherman in a local fisherman's village. She doesn't know that she is a fucking queen. She thinks that her family, she's been born common, but she always acted queenly. And her brother is over there taking all the fucking power and glory, and that created rage in Ursula. But the seed of it was deception and Triton. That was the fucking seed. Now let's look at Gollum right here. Gollum is another one. Oh, he's the monster. He's narcissistic. He's just pure evil. And Frodo is the good one. Frodo is all love and light. And Frodo is just so compassionate. Bullshit. Bullshit. The reason why Frodo had a connection to Gollum is because Frodo knew that without Gollum, he would never deliver the fucking ring. And in the very end, you saw him trying to walk off with the ring, and he was about to become Gollum. Gollum is the reason why Frodo actually delivered the ring to where it was supposed to be. Gollum was Frodo's reminder of what could happen to him if he did not complete his mission. And that is why he had mercy on Gollum. Gollum's darkness served Frodo's light. Then we have Helena here, and we have Loki. Helena and Loki are both dark children, dark feminine energy of the Nordic god. What was it? It wasn't Thor. It was Odin. Yes, it was Odin. So here it is. Odin says, I want to conquer all the realms. I want to destroy all the realms. Odin was on some pure dictator bullshit. And as long as Helena was going along with that, Odin was all good. Be narcissistic, Helena. That's what we want. We want to conquer everybody. Now remember, Odin is representing the masculine energy. He's representing the masculine energy, and he chose for his seed to be that of a conqueror. So feminine energy birthed Helena. And Helena started becoming more powerful than Odin. So Odin then says, we have no need for you. Let me enslave you. Let me lock you up. That's what Odin did. The same thing happened to Loki. Here we have Bane. I don't know if you remember Bane from Batman. Here we have Maleficent, who fell in love and was betrayed by masculine energy. Here we have Joker, feminine energy that is weak and worthless and treated as they are weak and worthless in this masculine world. He is a product of the deception that was in masculinity. And this is not to say that masculinity is evil. I'm telling you, if you understand the yin and yang principles, you will understand that in every darkness there is light, and in every light there is darkness. And dark feminine energy changes the darkness in masculinity. And then masculinity puts a better seed into feminine energy so it can produce a better manifestation. Here we have Mystique. Couldn't be accepted in her own world. Didn't have a family. Everybody trying to kill her. And here we have Killmonger from Black Panther. Dark feminine energy. How long did T'Challa? See, you got to understand. What the empath needs to understand from the narcissist is that when you won't listen to me in my light, you're going to listen to me in my dark. And if you won't listen to me into my dark, I become numb and I don't feel anything and I'm just pure destruction. That is what a narcissist is. What empaths need to understand is, yes, you don't need to go as far down as the narcissist, but you do need to have something in you that masculine energy respects. Let's take T'Challa in the movie Black Panther. Okay, here we have King T'Challa and we have his daddy. I didn't forget his daddy's name, but from his daddy to his grandfather to King T'Challa, they have been asked over and over and over again, and all love and light. Please, let's help people outside of Wakanda that look like us. His grandfather was given this plea. His father was given this plea. In fact, his father, the brother of T'Challa's father, and his uncle were at odds with each other because the uncle kept telling him, hey, King, we need to do something. We need to stop being so fucking selfish. You need to just stop protecting Wakanda. You have a lot more people to protect. He didn't listen to his brother. He ended up murdering his brother. And then the child of his brother is Killmonger, which is darker feminine energy. So now the sins or the iniquities of the father have now been visited upon the sons. So you have Killmonger, which is dark feminine energy, going to T'Challa, saying the same cry. Hey, we need to help people outside of Wakanda. It can't just be about you and yours. And everybody in this movie wants to say poor T'Challa. Bullshit. T'Challa had been warned in Love and Light again by his girlfriend, who was played by Napita something, whatever her name is. But the woman that loved him says, I can't be your queen. I would rather be a spy because we need to help people outside of Wakanda. He didn't listen to her either. Love and Light came to him. He refused to listen. He said, no. I don't want to hear about helping people outside of Wakanda. I just want you to be my queen. And she said, you don't get me unless you become a king that serves something other than what you see. She didn't work. Love and Light did not work. It didn't work for his daddy either. So then chaotic darkness had to come. And that chaotic darkness was Killmonger. And when Killmonger came, now all of a sudden, T'Challa wants to change. You see, let me stop this share. You see, no matter what we do, don't be deceived. The goal of feminine energy, it starts off as a lamb, but the goal of it, the involution of it, is to become a lion. And masculine energy goes through evolution. It starts off as a lion, and then it's supposed to become a lamb to protect feminine energy from itself. I'm hoping that this is making sense. If this is making sense to you and you're watching me, go ahead and comment so I know that you are understanding. I need to know that you are understanding. Empaths, you need to know your beast. You need to know when to unleash your beast, because beasts can never be made slaves, ever. It is only people that have lost touch with their divine, dark, feminine, primal energy that can become slaves. Now I'm going to say something that's going to piss y'all all the way off. It's going to piss y'all all the way off. Y'all ain't going to like it. Y'all ain't going to like it. So go ahead and brace yourself. I'm telling you, go ahead and brace yourself. Okay. But my people, Black people. Now, Africa has lots of countries in it. Lots of countries in Africa. And there were some countries in Africa that said, we will not be slaves, period. Here you have people already in America, and you have Indians already in America. They're already over here. Why not just enslave the Indians? They're already here, right? That would cost you way less money. It just seems like a logical choice to enslave the Indians. But the Indians had dark feminine energy. They said, you call us savages because we'd rather kill our own children than allow you to enslave them. And you call us savages, but you kill our children every single day. They could not enslave the Indians because the Indians allowed their beasts to be free. And you cannot enslave a beast. It will gnaw off its own bones in order to be free. Nobody is going to give respect to a people-pleasing slave. And empaths, as long as you are people-pleasing, you are a slave. The beasts don't give a fuck about people-pleasing. Look at the Incredible Hulk. Can you really think that anything can make the Incredible Hulk a slave? That was the brilliance of the Incredible Hulk. He was a beast. Now, see, when you get the beast, when you have the lamb that has become the lion, and then you put the masculine mind that has matured into it, then you get godlike status. You get Dr. Jekyll's mind and Mr. Hyde's destruction. That's beautiful. Empaths, you have to ask yourself, what kind of beast is going to protect this beautiful heart that I have? What's going to make the ugliness and the chaos in this world respect me? You have to ask yourself that. All this love and light, that ain't gonna cut it, because if love and light was cutting it, there wouldn't be so many narcissists on the rise now. It's not working. It's not. You're going to have to embrace your darkness, but keep your heart open. Because by allowing your heart to stay open, you'll know when you've gone too far. And there are several of you in here that say, you know what? I don't want to show my dark side because it's real ugly. Well, when the world has become a fucking monster, it needs a monster. That's what it needs. Do not stop putting yourself up on the cross and burning yourself and allowing yourself to be crucified. You are the gift that is supposed to be protected, and your darkness is supposed to protect you first. An empath will use their darkness to protect everybody else except themselves, not understanding that you are the gift. You are the treasure. Rise up and protect yourself. This is the lesson that the narcissist is here to teach you. It's teaching you stop being a fucking lamb and turn into a lion. Turn into a lion. And defend yourself. You have a right to defend yourself, as beautiful as you are. Well, I just don't want to be seen acting ugly like that. Here's another thing that's going to piss y'all off. Go ahead, brace yourself. Go ahead and brace yourself. But God is not only love and light. The universe is not only love and light. The universe is also darkness, dirt, and destruction. There can be no light. There can be no life without death and destruction. You mean to tell me that God is not destructive when the creative process of life requires that a man ejaculate 300 million sperm into the vagina of a woman, and then she sends out warriors, hordes of warriors to kill them all? That's what she does. That seems very fucking violent if you ask me. And that is a universal principle. That is the nature of the cosmos. It is extremely violent. 300 million to get one egg. And the forces from the feminine energy sends out an army, a horde to destroy them. And then when one finally gets to the prize, the egg then decides which is the strongest one that I will accept. It ain't this fucking thing. Oh, that sperm was just so strong, it just drilled its head in. No. What she does is she surrenders because she chooses to surrender. She weakens herself from the inside to allow him in. Don't be fucking fooled. Your power lies in your feminine energy. But you need your masculine energy to turn the savage beast inside of you into a controlled, tame beast that serves the overall purpose. You can't just be gentle. You also got to be that giant. You got to be both. This is the balance of the yin and yang. I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. I am not going to be one of those empathic teachers that just tells you to turn the other cheek, because turning the other cheek hasn't worked for motherfuckers. It has not. I'm going to always tell you to defend the beautiful, brilliant gift that you are. But don't ever lose the openness and the love that's inside your empathic heart. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.